Dallas at Phoenix, Game 7. Who are we going to see? The dusty Chris Paul or point god? Let me know. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, a.k.a. Cash Cake, back with another NBA Prizepicks video. This one, man, again, we're talking a little Dallas at Phoenix. Game 7. What's going to happen? Do we think we're going to see the dusty Chris Paul, the one that we've seen all series long? Dallas has just been beating him up. Or are we going to see point god here? You know, the one that's in Game 7s has averaged 21 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. If he does that, bet the over. If you think that's what's going to happen, I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't see how he's going to just automatically turn it on. I think he's still just a little bit dusty. I think just Dallas has been playing him really tough. But that's a decision you have to make today. How is Chris Paul going to play? What do you think he's going to do? He hasn't really shown it for me personally, but hey, there's times he can turn it on and get that mid-range jump shot going and get guys moved. It's Game 7, so those are some decisions you have to make. But hey, if you like these videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and we'll dig a little bit deeper into that and talk about some Chris Paul. And I do have a prop for him, actually. Let's jump right into it. Let's go. All right, we have the Prizepicks desktop version up here. They have a sweet mobile app. You can download both in the Google and Apple store. If you do not have an account, use that promo code DFSArmy and get a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And yeah, let's just talk a little Chris Paul first. Let's just talk a little bit about Chris Paul. You know, if we just look about what his props are, I'm just going to talk about him real quick. So if we look at it, 15.5 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Like I said, in Game 7s, in his playoff history, Chris Paul has averaged 20.6 points, almost 10 assists, and 6 rebounds, with a 3-4 record in 7 Game 7s in his career. So the thing, though, if you look at that record, he has actually lost the last 3. He's lost the last 3. He's lost the last 3 Game 7. So we're going to continue to see this trend on him. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't look right to me. He just doesn't look, you know, the age is catching up with they're playing with, you know, how they're playing him. He's going to be out there a ton. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's going to be playing a ton, but that's just one thing that you have to make that decision when you're going to make these plays, because he's going to be out there for 40 minutes. Like, it's Game 7. So, but that was kind of interesting, that stats looking at, like you said, his stats look fantastic, average over his last 7 games, but he's lost the last 3 of them. So, I don't know. You tell me what you think there is going to happen. But let's just dive right into the one that I like that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about turnovers, man. I'm going over 2.5. I'm going over 2.5 here. I think with all the minutes he's playing with the ball in his hands so much, and with the way they've been playing him, he's going to push. He's going to push hard. I don't think he's looked real sharp all series. I don't see how that's just going to turn around in Game 7. He's going to look just super crisp. I just don't see it happening. And he's went over this mark in every game but 2. The first game, he only had 1 turnover, but only played 29 minutes. And then in Game 4, he had 2 turnovers, but he only played 23 minutes that game. The games that he plays heavy minutes, 36 minutes, he had 3 turnovers. And then he played 37 minutes, he had 7. 35 minutes, he had 4. In this last game, 36 minutes, he had 5. I'm going to lean the over 2.5 here, personally. Juice is about -115, so not crazy on the over. But that's the Chris Paul one I'm going to lean. If you want to take a shot and you think he has a monster game, then you better be hitting the overs on the points, rebounds, and assists and fantasy score, right? If you think he's going to have a mediocre game, then hit the unders. I kind of feel like this is the one that I want to lay my hat on today. You decide what you're going to do with it. But, you know, the stars are going to come out, man. Game 7, that's what we're going to see. And so you have to make those decisions for yourself, what's going to happen. But I'm going to take the over 2.5 Chris Paul's turnovers. I feel the most comfortable with that one, with just looking what he's done, looking what Dallas has done in general, and just how he's looked, right? If a guy's going to have the ball in his hand that many times and the way they've been playing him, I know it's a home game, but, you know, he's not done extremely well in those home games either. So I'm going to take the over and 2.5 turnovers for Chris Paul. Let's look at I got 2 first half plays we're going to look at here. One that we've been hitting a ton, and I'm going to go right back to it, especially a home game. I talk about role players at home. We're going Jae Crowder. We're going over those 5.5 points. He's done it every game this series. Game 1, 11 points in the first half. Game 2, 15. Game 3, 11. Game 4, 12. Game 5, 3. Game 6, 7. So we just missed it. And that in that game 5, he went 1 for 4 there. Put up 3 points in 16 minutes. So the minutes have all been there as well. 15, 20, 17, 19, 16, and 16. All for Jae Crowder there. Going to see heavy minutes out of these guys, especially Jae Crowder. They need his defense out there. Hopefully he stays out of foul trouble. And I just like the first half play on him. He hit a few threes here. Boom, we're in business. And that's what he does. So hopefully he can hit a few early 3-pointers and just put this to bed early in the first quarter. So we're going to go Jae Crowder over 5.5 points. Next one we're going to look at, first half, one that we've hit numerous of times this series, and I'm just not going to stop, especially in a closeout game like this. We're going to go over to points, rebounds, and assists, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to go up Luka Doncic over 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Same kind of deal here. He's going to play a ton of minutes. He's played 20, 19, 19, 17, 19, 19. He's going to play a ton of minutes, and he's done this basically every game this series in the first half. So except for just missed it, in there on May 8th. He only put up 25. But a game like this, closeout, he's going to be super aggressive here. And a super aggressive Luka, especially if his shot is falling. He's shooting a ton of shots these first half here. 8 for 18, 9 for 14, 7 for 17, 4 for 10. That's the one he did miss. He only shot 10 shots, which is crazy. 7 for 16 and 6 for 16. We're going to see 15 plus shots here the first half out of Luka here. I just don't see it not happening. Hopefully more threes fall because he's still getting the line, but man, this first half, he's been kind of cold in some of these 3-pointers in the first half, but hopefully some of those will start falling. But a big game like this, I'm definitely going to take Luka, and but I want to take the Luka over the first half. I think he's going to come out pretty aggressive here, try to set the tone. So I like the over 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists first half. All right, the next one we're going to go to is one that was cold last time. We're going to full game. We're going to go over to 3-pointers made. And I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to go Devin Booker over 2.5 3-pointers made. I think he's going to shoot a ton here. I think it's a spot where we can, he struggled mightily. If you watch that game, he just didn't look right at all. He scored early, and then he just didn't score forever. He didn't come back and score till like the third quarter. That's not going to happen at home. He's going to want to put this game out, and especially if you think Chris Paul is still dusty and he's still struggling. Well, Devin Booker's going to just take over this game. He's put, over the last 5 games, besides the last one, over the last 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3-pointers. And I think we're going to see that here. And he's not shooting a massive amount, but he's been super efficient when he does shoot, right? This game here where he hit 5 for 8, 63%, 4 for 6, 67%, 3 for 6, 50%, and 3 for 7, 43%. So I'm going to look at the over 2.5 here. The juice is on the over as well at -140. I think they're going to figure Booker's going to be shooting a ton, probably going to play 40 plus minutes as well. Same with Paul in a closeout game like this. I'm just going to take Booker over 2.5 3-pointers made at home here. So there's one more that I was kind of looking at. I don't know if you want to take it or not. I was debating on it, but role players on the road and a guy that's been struggling a little bit. I'm debating if I want to take it or not, but I'll just mention it. It's Dorian Finney-Smith, 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And I was looking at taking the under here. The juice is around -130 on the under. He's only had really one big game. Yes, he barely got it here in game 3. But he's only went over this in 2 of the 6 games this series. In game 1, he put up 21 points, rebounds, and assists. And then game 4 here, he put up 33. I guess you can count this one too. So 3 out of the 6. But where he really went over was this game. And again, it was a game at home. These 2 games were at home. So he just struggled. His shot volume's way down. In these 2 games, he shot 5 for 15, and then he shot 8 for 13. These last 2 games, only 6 and 4 shots. So I think that makes him struggle a little bit. He's out there playing defense for sure. I don't think we're going to see a ton of shots out of him, especially with Kleba coming off the bench. Dinwiddie's going to come out there and get his shots as well. The little red rifle's going to come out and shoot some threes. So I would lean the under here if you want to take a shot on that one. I'll probably throw it out there. I don't know how heavy I would hit it. It's not one of my favorite plays, but a one that I did mention. Again, I prefer the role players at home in a game like this where I think Luka's just going to try to take over the game completely. I would lean the under. So that's one I kind of wanted to mention. So if I had to rank these real quick, I would take Jae Crowder over 5.5 points first half, number 1. Luka over 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists is number 2. Then I would take Chris Paul over 2.5 turnovers, number 3. Devin Booker over 2.5 3-pointers made, number 4. And then if you want to take DFS under 17.5 points, rebounds, assists, that would be my 5th one. So again, enjoy some basketball today, man. This little Sunday fun day. 2 closeout series. They've both been fantastic. Really look forward to the Boston-Milwaukee one the most, but both of these are going to be fantastic. So hope you enjoy your Sunday. I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.